Well, obviously, we want to get wins, but right now I'm really proud of our team for taking some practices, really tough practices this week, and I think they got better. I think we had some carryover to this game, so that's good to see. That is a really, really good basketball team that we just lost to, and they're going to win a lot of games this year, and you know, we gave ourselves a chance to win. We're still not to the point where we can finish it, but boy, we give ourselves a chance to win against a really good team. So I think we've got to come out of it and correct some things, which we've got to do. We've got to clean up some things, as you always do after games, and you know, build on some positives and hope we get better.
There were a couple of times in the second half when they got 8, 9 point leads, but you know, you guys came right back and kept it close. What led to that, and you know, never really let it slip away?
I thought we played hard. I thought we stayed in there, and I thought, you know, no matter what runs were made or were not made, we hung in there with good attitude and good outlook, and still fighting, still competing. Things didn't always go our way, which they're never always going to go your way. You've got to play through that, and I thought we did that tonight. I thought we played more focused basketball, not 40 minutes, but longer stretches than we've been playing.
There was a lot of size on that team too. Athleticism down low led to some foul trouble, but again, that could have led to a blowout, but didn't.
I thought their size, their length bothered us. I thought our shooting percentage was affected a little bit because of their length, especially there in that first half. And you know, I thought we were banging. We got some fouls, got in a little bit of foul trouble we'd like to be able to stay out of, but sometimes games are going to be physical, and you've got to, you know, step up and not back down.
Coach, I know it's easy to look at, you know, you're bringing in a nationally ranked team who's 10-1 or 9-1 when they entered play, and to say this is really going to sharpen our squad by playing these guys. But I think, you know, when you start to look at the matchups individually, Jasmine Franklin's in college game number 8, and she's got Sakira Rice, who is a senior, who is every bit as long and athletic, but you know, more experience. That's really where the development comes. What does a day like today mean for Jasmine?
Well, I talked to her about just reminding her how important she is to our team on the court, you know, and trying to eliminate just another foul or so. But, you know, I agree. You know, you look out there and we're playing with some players that don't have the experience that a lot of our opponents do, but you know, they're stepping up and not backing down. I think that's a good sign. And again, I told them, I said, I want them to have confidence. I want them to play with confidence. And sometimes that's hard. You have to have a little bit of blind faith in those moments.
Looking forward, you're going to have a couple of games crammed into a tight space with the holiday tournament coming up. What's the message looking forward into the last couple of games of the calendar year?
Well, a couple of different things. One, you know, 2 games in 2 days I like because it's going to simulate conference tournament play. So we get to you know, I don't want to say a trial run or a test run, but we get to do it before the conference tournament. You get to experience that a little bit, the quick turnaround. And then I think for us, just again, having good practices leading up to the game and just being ready to compete, because we're in a situation where we can beat anybody on our schedule or we can lose anybody on our schedule. So we've got to be able to play sharp and you know, be focused and have great awareness on the court. And then at some point, things are going to turn around, you know, and turn around to the point we can get a win. So if they can just hang in there and keep playing and fighting, I think it'll come.
Coach, obviously a career day for Brice with 20 points. What was working for her? What did you see out of her today?
Well, she was really aggressive. Brice does a really good job getting to the basket. She's physical and strong, which I thought she did a really good job of competing. You know, we needed a bucket. I thought she got us a couple big buckets. She got to the free throw line, knocked down a free throw. She's a good free throw shooter. She hasn't shot them well this year, but she did today, and that was good for us.
Is that a game where the players can kind of, you know, when it's all said and done, just kind of learn, you know, and understand that they can compete with someone? Like, what are the lessons that you want your players to take from that game?
Yeah, I hope so. That's it. I want them to understand that we just had an opportunity to beat a really good team. Now, you know, you get good lessons and bad lessons there. You've got to be able to finish that job, but also you're good enough to put yourself in position to beat a really good team. So, you know, I think you're trying to stay positive with them because it's legit. It's not fake positive. It's legit. But also at the same time, we're still trying to get better. So there are going to be some points that we've got to make as a team. We've got to get better at.
And then a nice standing ovation at the end after at least 3 in the last couple seconds. And kind of felt like the crowd understands where this team's at and where it can go.
You know, I felt that, and I was so thankful for that. Our players coming off the court, I tell you, the folks that were near the tunnel when our players walked off the court, they were great. They were great, and that made me so happy and so excited for our team, you know, because I think people are appreciating who they are and who and what they did and what they can be. I think there's a little bit of what you can be there, and I hope our players felt that. I felt that for them.
I just want to congratulate you and your team, because from where they started this season and where they are today is a huge jump. And they're working hard, you can tell they are, they've got the feel for each other, and they're really understanding their responsibility out there on the floor. They try to get it to the major shooters, but they're not afraid to take one themselves. And I just think you've done a marvelous job with that.
Thank you.
Having 5 freshmen on there, that's not easy.
They keep playing hard, so if they keep playing hard, we'll keep getting better.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're doing a good job.
All right, thank you.
Guys.
Any questions for the players?
Brice, it's got to start feeling like a broken record. Another great effort, another really tough opponent, another one that just comes up just short. What's the mood in the locker room like?
Definitely positive. We know like losing is not a good feeling, but we think every game we're just getting better, and just being able to compete with nationally ranked teams I think is very good for our youth and experience.
It seems like every time it's a second half rally, a different person's leading it. Today it was you. What sparked your rally today?
I think just the first quarter is a little rocky, so I just thought just my input on the team has a very good impact, and just them going with my vibes, which are very positive and aggressive, they just hopped on board with me.
Shameka, they went up by 9 points with about 5 minutes left, but you guys, you know, stayed in it, kept hitting shots. You two went three-point play to make it a 1-point game. I mean, what were the conversations like after each whistle about, you know, not letting them pull away?
You know, we just had to stay positive and just keep pushing. Don't let up. Don't let them score. Just gotta keep staying positive.
What was the battle like down low with the team with that much size and athleticism?
Oh, they were super aggressive, but I feel like we handled them pretty well.
What do you guys feel like you learned about what this team's capable of, you know, hanging with that team until the very end?
I think we're just very capable, just with that team being undersized, just our fight, and that like we had a lot of guards that were able to guard their posts, and I think that's very good for our Valley League as well, because everyone is at least 6 foot, can post up, shoot outside. But I just think overall, just a good vibe, like I said earlier.
Thanks for the players.
What do you guys feel like has been the thing that you've improved upon the most in the last couple of weeks as the Valley season gets closer?
I would say just probably the fight and energy. We were kind of at the beginning just, we're losing, like it's not really competitive, I guess, and just this past week of practicing, we've gone at each other hard, mixed up the teams, just seeing the rotations and stuff like that. I think just feeding off of each other as well, just seeing what other people can do out of their comfort zone.
What do you think that over this little break that you have, that each of you, don't tell me each one of you, but that you kind of, as a group, need to concentrate on to be ready to go into conference?
Definitely boxing out, just the little things like deflections or being in help defense, just the little things that glue us together as a whole, and just working on our fight and competitiveness as well.
Anything else? All right. Thank you, Tim.